Hey everyone, in this video we're going to keep on working in DraftingS, hopefully getting really close to completing it by the end of this. What we're going to be focusing on in this video is all about the circles and putting them in the right place. So what we're going to do right away is go up and use the circle tool. If you hang out or hover over top, you'll find out the circle tool is actually the letter C on the keyboard. Will get you into that piece. So once you push the letter C, it should transfer us into there. What we're going to do right away is we're going to click, and then we're going to move up and out. I always like to go straight up or straight out. And what we're going to do is type in the diameter it's asking for. The problem is we wrote it in a radius. So if we take that top number and multiply it by 2, we have 6/4. All right. You'll notice that Fusion 360 doesn't need us to simplify. When we push enter there, it's going to put that in the correct diameter, which is in 1.5 inches right now. If we wanted to toggle that into our radius, we can select it and we can right click, and then we can go down to where it says toggle radius. Selecting that will give us the correct number. Now, to put it where it belongs, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the line tool to select our edge and slide in, and what we're going to do is we're going to type out 1 7/16. So 1 space 7/16. Enter. The next thing we're going to do is from there, we're also going to use the line again to go from that same point and slide down, and we're going to go 1 3/8 of an inch. Oh, actually, I'm going to hit escape there to stop that from happening. And I want to go the opposite way. I'm sorry, I want to go from the bottom end up here. So line tool from the bottom edge going up. It doesn't really matter where we are as long as we're going straight up that way. And we're going to type in 1 space 3/8. Enter. Now that we have that movement, we have it over and we have it up, we should be able to place the circle in the right spot. So coming in, if we use our selection tool, we should be able to select that circle, which is the mid piece there, and then move that to where it needs to go. And where it needs to go is 1 3/8 over, and then up to that piece there. So if we kind of hover over and snap, it should snap to where it needs to be. All right. So using those 2 dimensions to put it in the correct spot, I just kind of hovered over that 1 3/8, moved up, slid it over, hovered over to that, and it kind of locked in both spots. All right. Hopefully that works out smooth for everybody else. I can delete my dimensions now because I don't need or my lines because I don't need them. So if I select my line, I should be able to hit delete, and then select and hit delete. Now the next thing we're going to do is the following circle. So one more time, circle is the letter C on our keyboard. We're just going to drop it relatively in the right spot, dragging straight up. After we do that, we're going to type in our radius, which is in the diameter form. So 7/16 times 2 is 14/16, which is 7/8. But once again, you don't need to simplify in order for Fusion 360 to understand what it is. And then what we're going to do is use the line tool to come over 1 3/8. So from the right edge, straight out 90 degrees. This is going to be 1 space 3/8. Enter. And then from there, we're going to use the line tool down below to come up and go 3/4 of an inch. Now that we have these 2 points added, we can use our selection tool up here to select our circle and then click and drag the center. If we hover over either one of these first, we should lock onto that, slide to the left, find our next piece, hover over that, and it should kind of snap back and forth in between. Notice how it's smart after we hang out over top. And then we should be able to delete out our lines. So once again, selecting just the line, hit delete, selecting just the line, hit delete. All right. Now we have our circle where it needs to be. The one thing that's looking funny to me is my circle doesn't look like it's placed this way, right and left, right. I'm checking my piece one more time, and I might have messed that up. So over here on the left-hand edge, this should be directly over So if I go into this, hover over line tool, can I hover and make it lock? See that? On the edge. Sliding in, we're going to type out 1 space 3/8. That's where I might have made a mistake earlier, is entry. And then once again use my selection tool to move that over to where it belongs. Now, after I select and delete the line, we have everything where it needs to be. We just got to finish dimensioning. All right. Hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching the video. Good luck.